Welcome back to another devlog. Today I'm hoping to improve on the look a little bit. I've had some input and have some new ideas on what to work on. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of admin back-end kind of stuff, setting up like a Git repository and so I can track issues and stuff. So not too flashy, but stuff that needs to be done to keep track of the game and what issues and features we want to be working on. This week I hope to be getting into the plant behavior and actually having the plants do things, so we'll be getting to that in the next couple of days. But for now, we're going to get looking at those image effects and the admin stuff. So we will check in a little while. The day's tasks went better than expected. The film grain kind of effect that you can kind of see here went quite smoothly. It was actually just another thing in our post-processing stack. So you can see here I've just added in this film grain, and I quite like the way that looks. And of course, setting up Git was quite simple. Just Git in it and then a couple of commits, and I've started setting up some issue tracking in there so we can kind of get an idea of what needs to be done, what's already been done. So I've got a few things set up in there. And then since that went so quickly, I started working on the plant selection system. So right now I'll just show you, I just got a rudimentary highlight. So right now it's just on a click, we'll highlight the plant. This is just set up through the sandbox. I've just kind of got the effect working, and we're gonna tomorrow get into making it actually happen over when on a mouse over whatever we decide to the conditions to be. That is all for now. I will check in the morning. I am back on Tuesday morning. Yesterday at the end of the day we had the plant highlight working, but just from the sandbox script. So today I want to get that working properly, and then we'll move on to more of the actual selection of the plant. Have the camera zoom into the plant, and we'll get some options about that specific plant. So that's the plan for today, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, we had a pretty good Tuesday. This morning we had the ability to add in our plants, and we gave them a highlight if we hover over them. Now if we click on them, we actually get the zoomed in view with this pane to kind of block out other plants, so they're not distracting. We can exit right back out, or we can actually delete our plant if we don't like it anymore. Yeah, that's about it. We're gonna add in some other stuff, like when we have our needs, like the plant needs in place, to water them or fertilize them or whatever we put in there, is kind of what's going to go in here. But that's all that I've got time for today, so we'll pick that up tomorrow. It is Wednesday morning, and today we're finally going to get into adding the plant's needs system. So actually having the plants demand things, maybe even get around to having them be worth points over time, but actually just getting in that core mechanic of the game that we're building, finally getting around to that. So that's the plan for today, is to get that in place, and we'll see how far we get with it, but hopefully we can get something good going. Alright, Wednesday evening, and we've made some good progress. So our plant needs are going to be described in the plant descriptor. So we've got a couple of options here, just what we can change based on what we want it to look like. And we've got just a couple options here of what needs are available. So I've got, just in our basic plant, the water and fertilizer set up. So let's have a quick look at what that looks like in scene. Or in-game, I should say, as we're just starting up here. Alright, so we've got our plant dropped in, and when we click on it, we can see this is our need manager. We have the gauges for each of the needs dropping over time. And then click on these buttons to just kind of get a nice little icon change, but they're not actually hooked up to the needs yet. So that'll be tomorrow's job, is to get that fill up and get as well a way of indicating when needs are in danger or unmet. So we're just kind of printing those out right now, but in the future we'd like that to show up in game. Okay, Thursday evening, and we've got our plant needs in place. So if I were to add a plant here, you can see that the needs are going down. We have a little warning sign to say where the resource is in danger running out. We get a little warning sign that we can see out here, and the colors on the plant actually fade once it starts getting below this danger line here. And as well, if I hold down this button, we actually start filling up. So we're actually pouring water on it, getting that need filled. So if I let go, it just goes back down, and we can see those colors start to fade. And yeah, that's working very nicely. So obviously we'll have to balance those numbers a little bit because things are going down quite quickly. We want this to be a relatively chill experience, so we'll have to tweak those numbers a little bit. But for now, I'm very happy with the functionality of it all, game balance aside. So that's it, and we're hitting the end of the day here, so that'll be it for this week. And I've got a nice big task to tackle next week. You'll have to wait and find out what that is.